My name is Caitlin Rust, and this is Let's Play Midwives, the true story of my middle niece's birth. A little backstory here. By the time I was 15, about a sophomore in high school, I was basically a pro at babies. My older sister, Jen, who is 19 during our tale, had had her first child, Lissa, when she was 17, so making me an aunt at 13 years old. So our story begins on February 13th, 2008. Jen, having just gotten off a 10-hour shift while being 9 months pregnant, gets home and is feeling a little tired and a little uncomfortable. Lissa, who is 2, is sick as a dog with the flu. So my mom, my dad, and I are playing past the sick baby, cleaning up and dodging all those bodily fluids, just trying to make everything okay for her. So fast forward through a rather restless, uncomfortable night for everyone, and about 5:30 a.m. on Valentine's Day, my sister finally decides, hey, you know what? We should probably go to the hospital. So cue the crazy packing montage. My mom, my sister, and I load up in the car, and my dad and my niece stay home because she's still sick. So we get to the hospital, and surprise, Jen is already dilated to a 6 and effaced, about 70% effaced, which basically means that this baby is coming, it's coming soon. Problem is she hadn't fully, her water hadn't fully broken. So in strolls are my sister's doctor with her sterile gloves, and she's gonna fix that problem. This next bit is fairly graphic, so suffice to say that the only thing that kept me standing was my sister's death grip on my hand and the grinding of my metacarpals. It was a lot. So at this point, it's go time, right? So off the doctor goes because we have time to spare, or she thinks she has time to spare. So my sister is left with me, my mom, and our rather oblivious nurse. Now this nurse is probably one of the most blasé women I have ever met. Over the next 2 hours, she came in and out, huffing and puffing about my sister and while she's actively in labor and making some uncomfortable, grumpy noises because ouch. Because I forgot to mention that my sister made the choice to do this completely drug-free, like all natural. So about 2 hours in, the nurse is away. The doctor is helping other mamas-to-be. My mom and I are doing our midwife duties, right? We're patting her head, we're feeding her ice chips when my sister screams, she's crowning, she's crowning. My mom and I lock eyes over my sister's prone form. We do this little kind of side shuffle, and then we look down. And yep, my mom makes a break for the door. She's hollering for the nurse, like, we need help, she said. She's groaning and she's groaning. So the nurse, that blasé nurse, rolls her eyes and kind of moseys her way in. She's just like, oh, I don't know what these dramatics are for. Like this, there's no way, these things take time. So she gets to the end of the bed, pauses, looks, and yep, she makes a break for the door, and she's hollering for the doctor because we're having a baby now. Guess she's not so blasé now, is she? My sweet little angel Mei, who's now 17, was born at 9:04, sorry, on Valentine's Day in 2008. And she was so quick that the doctor didn't even make it in time for the contractions. She just was there to catch her and make sure that she was healthy. And I got to cut the umbilical cord, which is one of the highlights of my life. My oldest niece and my dad got to meet the new baby later that night after Lissa's fever broke. I was doing my auntly duties and went to go get Lissa out of her car and have myself a snack because I love hot Cheetos. Come to find out, the 2-year-old also loves hot Cheetos until she didn't love hot Cheetos and she vomited all over the pair of us and her car seat and the car. Karma came back to bite me because that was a major aunt fail. Not even 24 hours later, it was my turn to vomit all over every place because the flu had hit me this time. So, moral of this story, my sister is a goddess, childbirth is magical, and I do not recommend feeding hot Cheetos to a sick 2-year-old. Thank you. Boo!